Hello, welcome to the Human Design Collective. I'm so excited that you're here to discover all that human design has to offer you and help transform your life. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Sarah Pilger. I am a pure generator, which you'll learn more about. So if you have no idea what I'm talking about, no problem. This here on the screen right now is an example of my personal human design chart. I know it might look like complete gibberish right now, but the whole purpose here is that we're going to learn all about it together and what all of these lines and squiggles and squares and things mean. I am an entrepreneur and a personal wellness coach, and I have been for the last just shy of 11 years. And I am a 2-year student of human design, which I use in both my personal wellness coaching and entrepreneurial pursuits. So I'm super excited to share what this is all about with you and how you can implement it into your life. It's said within human design that it takes a 7-year cycle to fully implement and live into your human design. So I'm 2 years into that, 5 more to go. And if this is the beginning of your journey, I am so excited for you and all that you're going to learn and discover about yourself. So let's get into this. My course intentions are to provide you with an introduction to what human design is, and we'll kind of go over some of that today. Talk about the practical applications and self-discovery that you can achieve with human design, and have an interactive community-style learning experience. That's why we're calling it a collective. It's a collection of energies, vibrations, and knowledge that we're going to share with each other. Some of this might sound very hippy-dippy mumbo-jumbo right now, but bear with me. There's a lot of science and art and energy and flow to this that fits for a lot of people. So whether you're crunchy, granola, spiritual, or you're more science, mathematic, numbers, there's something here for everybody and a way to express and learn and live authentically that'll resonate with just about everybody. Additionally, we're here to support with resources, continued growth and education, dialogue, and take a holistic approach to our personal development and transformation process as we all go on this journey that's called life. So what is human design? Human design was founded by Ra Uru Hu in 1987, which is the year that I was born, so I feel like there's some kismet in that. And it's a synthesis of belief systems that form a comprehensive philosophy. So you can kind of look at it as if multiple different belief systems and philosophies had pieces of the puzzle, and human design puts it all together into one picture. So here on the screen, you'll see an example of a blank human design chart, and everybody's will be filled in slightly differently to really express who they are at the time of their birth and what all of that can mean for you in your human design and your life purpose. And it's an amazing tool for personal growth, self-discovery, better understanding of who you are and how you interact with the world. So human design can be defined as a combination of astrology, which most of us have heard, somewhere along the lines that you're a Libra or you're a Capricorn or, you have this moon or that sun, that kind of thing. So this kind of takes that into account, and we'll show how in just a second. The Chinese I Ching, the Judaic Kabbalah tree of life, the Hindu chakra system, and quantum physics will all show up within human design in different expressions. So how does astrology show up in human design? Similar to doing your astrological chart, astrology will have planetary influences. The gates in human design and the hexagons in human design are reflected similar to what we see in a birth chart, which is what's depicted on the screen here. And then in order to generate one's human design chart, we're going to use the birth time, location, and date to generate someone's human design chart. So all of those things play into it similarly as they do in the astrological birth chart. Chinese I Ching shows up and is reflected in the gates. The hexagrams are reflected in details of the gates in human design, which again, as we go on through the modules, we will learn more about what those gates are and centers and all of this language, so please don't be intimidated as I use it here. And then the channels, the connections between the different centers, that's all reflected in the Chinese I Ching and the 64 hexagrams of the I Ching. the Kabbalah tree of life. As you can see, a human design chart looks very similar. If you were just to rotate this and make the bottom the top, you can kind of get a picture of similar to what a human design chart is and the centers of the human design chart. They align with those spots on the tree of life. The paths and the channels are similar to the connections between each of the pathways in the tree as well. Hindu chakra system is reflected in the human design chart, as well. As you can see, there's multiple chakras throughout the body. And then if you look at the human design chart, which is also a reflection of a person seated in a similar way, you can see where those similar chakra locations and human design centers align. And the concept of flowing energy and defined and undefined or consistent or variable energy throughout each of us is similar from the Hindu chakra system to the human design chart in addition. Quantum physics is one that's a little bit more intangible, something that we can't necessarily see depicted in the visual representation of the human design chart, but we do see it inside of our human design in the way that energies flow through us. The example here is that the neutrinos that pass through the body at birth imprint our genetic information into us, and that reflects in someone's human design. So neutrinos have very specific and unique energy signatures that create specific and unique people like us. And the interconnectedness of all of that in the universe and the energies that flow through us is all reflected in your human design and in quantum physics additionally. The purpose of human design is going to be to help gain a better understanding of our strengths, the way we make decisions, our strategy, the path that we're taking, the purpose that we're here to fulfill. And benefits of having this knowledge is that it can be harnessed. If you're a superhero person, you can harness it for good, right? It creates self-awareness, improves decision-making skills. For me, the way that I like to look at it is inside of making decisions and fulfilling on your purpose, once you understand your human design and how to implement it and use it in your day-to-day life, there's a lot less resistance in your life. You don't quite have as many hurdles that you come up against. Not that there aren't still challenges and things that you have to overcome, but the process of figuring out how to get to the end result is a lot less stressful and flows. Those energies flow through you a lot more easily, and human design can offer that. It's just a better understanding of who you are, and additionally, it can help with a better understanding of who others are and grow and build better relationships. So what's next? What's coming up, right? This first module is geared towards giving you the basic foundational knowledge of human design, how to read a chart, how to maybe read your friend's chart, what that's going to look like, understanding what all the symbols and things mean on a chart so that you can understand yourself better. Additional modules will be covering things along the lines of health and wellness, which is something that I really am passionate about and love applying human design to. Career development, human design and entrepreneurship. So maybe you've always wanted to work for yourself. How can human design help you figure out what type of business you want, how to market that business, what your brand voice will be? Relationships, of course, and not just with your partner, but with your children, with your family, friends, coworkers, all of those relationships. Human design can help you identify how you relate to people and how you might react to people. And then if you have their chart additionally, you can overlap and see how you might interact with them as well, and how have a better understanding of how they respond to the world so that you can interact in a way that's constructive for everyone. Parenting and family dynamics, so human design inside of that, personal growth, financial abundance, what that looks like and how you can create that with ease and flow, time management, productivity, decision-making, and of course we will open it up to any suggestions, questions, any other modules that you might like to see, along with coming up with ideas of our own that we'd like to generate for you. What's next? So you're going to find below a little bit of homework to do. I'd like everybody to generate their own chart so you can start taking a look at it. There'll be a link below so that you can do that. Take a look at it, find out a little bit more about yourself, dig into it, and find a list of questions that you might have that your chart helps generate for you. Give our Instagram a follow, so @Sarah_Pilger, for some daily support and education. I'll be putting tips and tricks, some prompts you can use on platforms like ChatGPT to learn a little bit more about your chart, things along those lines. You can message on this platform with any questions that you might have. This is the best way to get a hold of me if you have any questions, or if you'd like to set up a time to do a one-on-one chart reading with specific questions that you might have and are looking and seeking answers for. And then be sure to join the collective. Join us so you can learn more about your specific human design, how you can apply it to your life, and help achieve some profound transformation with an ease and a flow to it that doesn't feel like a struggle. Deeply appreciate that you're here, and we are so glad that you're part of the collective so that you can experience what it is to live within your human design.